Well, Mark, obviously 23 can't go into 22. You've got a bit of selection left.
Yeah, we certainly have, and that's a great thing. It will be a hard decision to tell one or two boys, but much rather that way than the other way.
You've obviously said Tom will play a good game and he's inside. Does that make it hard for every man to get that?
Difficult, but look, it's very early in the week too. We have got a few sore boys like we have most weeks, and you never know what happens with viruses and people hurting themselves at training. So it's a bit early to sort of rule the line through anyone really.
You're obviously not wishing that upon any of your players though. I mean, how tough is it when you are almost relying on that sort of thing to happen to try and squeeze players in or maybe not disappoint others?
No, I think it's not a bad situation at all. It's a good situation to be in. I think Collingwood are in the same situation. St Kilda are fairly healthy, so the competition as far as good fit teams is well and truly alive.
How's Matt been through the process? Has he been dealing with the disappointment you missed out at any stage?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really disappointing, but he knows exactly where we're at, and if he comes back in the side, which we would love him in the team. There's no question he's a quality player, and but he knows exactly where he's at and what he needs to do, and the reasons why he wasn't in the team last week.
How does Mark figure it?
Well, he's our ruckman, and I said last week that Ottens and Blake didn't have their greatest games against St Kilda, and we gave the nod to Brad. Brad had to play well. He did reasonably well. So he's next up, Mark. Yeah, pretty sure they're right to go. Again, it's Monday, so it's got a few days left before we play and have to pick the side.
Thanks for trying to house down on Saturday. How's he looking? Is there a sneaky return for Botman?
Look, it's a big odds for him to play this week. I think he needs a couple of forwards to get hurt. Maybe we shouldn't let him train with the team on Wednesday.
Is it Tom Lonergan's good form against Travis Cloak at times, which is really standing in good stead for this week?
That, but also, look, there's been 5 or 6 times where Tommy Lonergan's come to the rescue of one of his teammates and had to jump on a dangerous opponent, and he's done it well. So I know there's a lot of controversy out there and people discussing, how Tom can get a game in front of anybody else, but inside the football club, we really rate what he's been able to do. He's had a great year, Tommy Lonergan.
Collingwood giving you enough respect, giving you enough credit. We've seen the Darren Jolly comments on Hawkins. Are they giving you enough respect?
I think they're confident. They have every right to be confident. They've had a good year, but we finished 2 points lower than them with a better percentage, so we should be quite confident too, knowing that we've been played a lot of finals experience, know exactly what's coming, and been quite successful in those finals games. So we should be quite confident too.
Spot in the grand final sensational. Would there be sweetness to knocking Collingwood out?
No, I think the spot in the grand finals more enticing than just knocking Collingwood out. Yeah.
Mark, because you have done so many times, as Tom said, you've made it through the previous. You get more pressure on Collingwood because they have.
Well, I spoke to our players a while ago and say, well, I think out of all the teams that were in the finals, we were in probably the best spot, because we'd won our first premiership, we'd won our second, so the pressure is off there as far as winning, and we'd also lost. So we've experienced everything in finals. There's the other teams that are still left in it. None of them won a premiership for a long, long time, and that is pressure. And I can say whatever I want for the 2007 series that we played in. There was a huge pressure to win it, and we were probably the dominant team, the most dominant team in 2007. It was the biggest gap then, much bigger than it is in 2010. But I still felt enormous pressure, and Frank Costa and Brian Cook and everybody that worked here felt that pressure.
So changing game style is the fact that you won't get the space that you got against Freo?
Yeah, you won't get the space. You won't, Collingwood, they love to sag off and fill up their back line, read the cues. There's a lot of things about Collingwood which we've been working on for a while, and I think I just feel the players are just starting to buy into that sort of stuff. They're only subtle things, they're not major things.
How much time do you think the Danes want to work at the
Look, we used to have we used to have Lingy that used to go to someone all the time and just have an ability to shut anyone down. But the game's changed. We basically don't tag anyone, and there's a lot of teams that don't tag anymore. So we'll have to watch out for Swan, but we probably haven't got anyone who can shut him down. There's Pendlebury, there's Didak. There's a lot of players, and they'd be thinking the same about our midfielders. Really, it's one set of midfielders against the others, and whoever wins the stoppages, wins the contested ball, outnumbers the best, has the most composure, that's going to be the team that wins the game.